Hello everyone, it is time for another fantastic unboxing video. There's a reason for that. We have released the 25th anniversary version of Imaginations from the Other Side, and I am privileged enough to have received a couple of free copies, and these ones I'm going to show you now. The main reason for the release obviously is the 25th anniversary, but on the other hand, in 2016 we played a few shows where we played the entire album, and therefore we thought it would be a good idea to record that and film that. And this 25th anniversary version is going to be the legacy of these shows as well. Imaginations is a very important album, so there's always a good reason to release such fantastic stuff. But this time we took a lot of effort to come up with quite interesting artworks and products in general. I'm liking them a lot. I'm almost sure that you all will like them as well. I start with the most luxurious one, and I hope I will not be too clumsy to show you what is in there. That is the super deluxe box. As far as I know, you can receive it, or you were able to receive it at Nuclear Blast, but they are sold out. From what I've been told, there are still a few available in the Blind Guardian online store for North America, but it's only a handful maybe. But yeah, I'm basically showing you now what you can't get anymore. As said, the ones who are privileged, they will be very happy to see what is in there if they haven't received them so far. It is a sort of box with a three-dimensional diorama, which I like a lot. It took a little bit of work to get there, but I'm really thrilled by the result. I'll show you. And there are 3 CDs in there. One thing I can confirm, that everyone in the band was able to still write his name. So there is a certificate signed by the band coming along with the box. And the box is limited to 1,000. As said, most of them are sold already. This one is number 866. I would have deserved a nicer number, but I'm fine with that one. There's a lot of other stuff in there. For example, a poster, which I'm going to show you now. Ta-da! I think you all know the classic artwork done by Andreas Marschall. It's maybe still our most beautiful cover artwork. Not only because of the front, this is the Earbook, which is in this box as well, but also because of the back cover artwork, which goes nicely along with the concept of the album. You all know what the concept is about. The content of the CDs is quite easily explained. It is the live version from our performance in Oberhausen. It is the remixed and remastered version of the classic Imaginations from the Other Side album that has been done in 2012. There is an interesting CD featuring the instrumental songs of the album and also the demo versions of the album. There's also a Blu-ray coming along featuring the show in Oberhausen with pictures as well. The book, nicely done by Andrea Christen and Felix Olszewski, contains sort of biography of the album done by Mark Forstenas and Marko Miranovic, and they are also working on a band biography. So there's going to be a book published maybe next year, maybe over next year. This is not an excerpt, but contains some of the information they have collected for the book. There's also an interview with Andreas Marschall that has been done by Ramon Oscuro Matos, and he published a few books about cover artworks, and the interview with Andreas is also in these books. We are featuring some of the iconic artworks done around Imaginations. This is the classic A Past and Future Secrets single artwork. This here is quite interesting. It's small. We found a copy of the original artwork intended to be used for the album At First Case. There is that dragon coming out of the mirror frame. This dragon head, which we did not like so much, so we asked Andreas to redo this particular part. Of course, the Earbook also contains some scripts. They are really interesting, and I'm almost sure that not even Andreas Marshall remembers what he did. So there is a little bit of the process which features the steps to the Mr. Sandman Bright Eyes single artwork. There were some intentions. This was the first one after our first descriptions. Then this one already features a Pennywise character. I like this attempt Andreas did because I like the different approach of the Sandman there. We have beautiful artworks and illustrations done by Andrea Christen. This is one of them. I like the way she interpreted the whole imaginations concept in general. And of course, even though everyone knows the lyrics by heart, we do have the lyrics in there in a very nice way. They are featured in an almost modern way, but then we again have these nice illustrations done by Andrea Christen. This one, of course, is about the Imagination song, and she picked the Wizard of Oz citations in the story. We have a very nice one for I'm Alive that is inspired by Eric van Lustbader's Sunset Warrior trilogy, which later on turned out to be more than a trilogy. I really liked that dystopian style of the story, and I felt it fitted very well to I'm Alive. We have some stuff related to the Arthurian epic. We have the jester from the script from a Requiem. We have a quite angry Mordred. We have the puppets on the strings. We have the dragons and the boys from Bright Eyes. We have a gory one for Another Holy War. That is more the result of Another Holy War, I would say. And here we go. That is maybe my most favorite one. It reminds me a little bit on the way Mordred is featured in the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. But it is related to And the Story Ends. What else do we have? Some additional information no one needs, but they have to be in there. And a long special thanks list. This is, as far as I know, the one from back in the days in 1995. Here's a nice shot of the band taken from the Oberhausen show. Here we go. We have the nice tapestry and the nice designs done by Felix Olszewski. And here we have CD3 and the Blu-ray, not the DVD. And again, the most beautiful back cover artwork ever. As I told you, it is a very luxurious product. We came up with a great idea. Basically, our product manager at Nuclear Blast, Rettich, came up with the idea to do a puzzle of the iconic Imaginations from the Other Side front cover artwork. I liked the idea, so this is something you will find in there as well. We have that beautiful Earbook, which you may find in some stores. I'm really not sure about. Nuclear Blast does not have any of these left. We do not have it either on the Blind Guardian online shops, at least not in the German and the American one. That basically contains the same elements music-wise than the box does. There are 3 CDs and 1 Blu-ray in there, and actually the content of information and artworks is exactly the same than in the box, because it's basically the same product. That is the jewel case CD version. This is inspired by our 1995 Japanese version of Imaginations from the Other Side, which simply featured the Dragon guitar, and we always liked that so much, so we thought it would be a good idea to have that as an alternate cover for actually an alternate product, because this one is only featuring live versions of Imaginations from the Other Side. We have the Dragon mobile done by Andreas Marschall as back cover artwork here. The design again had been done by Felix Olszewski, who helped me out a lot on this one. And we tried to bring in as many information as possible. So there's a bit of the history featured in here. This one we could not leave out here. That is the front cover artwork, the original front cover artwork. The interesting thing, there is no logo above it. Same here, this is the Bright Eyes single. We have the 1995 band shot, and we have the 2016 final shot from the show in Oberhausen. We have double vinyl with the artwork which was formerly known as the limited edition artwork of the original Imaginations from the Other Side version in Japan. We always liked that so much, so we took the opportunity here and brought that in as the essential cover artwork for this album, because it's a different product. What you will hear on the vinyl is the Oberhausen show from 2016, and since there are 4 sides, we have had a little bit of capacity, so we thought it would be a good idea to feature the demo version of the album on this particular vinyl version. There is vinyl still available. This one is the picture album, and this is not available anymore. You may find it in stores who have blocked it, but I know that Nuclear Blast does not have any left in store, and neither do we in the Blind Guardian online shops. I show you what you find on the inside. Surprise, surprise! There is that beautiful front cover artwork done by Andreas Marschall. Of course, that is connected to Imaginations from the Other Side, and we would be stupid not to feature it somewhere in the product. There are some citations done by Andreas Marschall directly and also by me. And now we look how the vinyl. We see, oh, there is a booklet, comes along with each and every vinyl version. It features the Bright Eyes single cover, which is, I won't say as good as the Imaginations front cover artwork, but it belongs to the universe, and it has part in the myth of this particular album. It is, after 25 years, still one of our most successful ones. And I would also say one of the most beloved ones. I know that there are fans loving this one and maybe Nightfall in Middle-earth the best, and I think it's a good choice. We have a beautiful booklet design by Felix Olszewski, illustrations which are connected to the songs of the album is done by Andrea Christen. She's also known for the Life Beyond the Spheres artwork, and she also did some of our t-shirt motifs. She's a very talented artist. And now we're coming to something completely different. This again goes back to 1994, 1995. It features the A Past and Future Secret single cover, which, as far as I remember, was the first one done for all the Imaginations artworks. And as we see, the Dragon guitar literally came in here. I knew that we wanted to have dragons on an album cover, and that was one of the reasons why we wanted something like that. And after Somewhere Far Beyond, we already had been considered to be the minstrels or the bards of metal. So an instrument was very suitable, and we wanted something which was not necessarily a real instrument, but you know, something more in a fantastical way. Don't know how Andreas Marschall came up with this, but it's, to me, it's the best work he had ever done, and I think it is part of the big success the album have had. And here we go, 6 beautiful men. Peter Schüren accompanied us on this particular evening. He is helping us out sometimes, but usually Michael Schüren is playing the keyboards. But this has not been the case on that particular evening. As said, there are the songs of the album on there in a live version, and then the demo versions are on there as well, with a piece of the artwork, the back cover artwork of the original back cover artwork. And we're now getting to the Black is Beautiful version. There's not much to say about it. It's just pure magic. It's black. And this one is available, and it will be hopefully for all time. Again, double vinyl, black. And we're going to listen to that later on. And you will witness this in, let's say, 20 seconds. This is what people call pearl white. The final color for now is burgundy. I like that a lot. And that is almost sold out. As promised, we're going to listen to the black one right now. As you may have noticed, we're in the Blind Guardian studio, and this is one of the many rooms we're having. We're hanging out here a lot. Actually, it's mainly me hanging out here a lot. We maintained to stock up our hi-fi equipment over the last years. This is one of the turntables we bought. It's 50 years old and it's still doing its job, and we're going to listen to Imaginations from the Other Side live on black vinyl. And actually, since there's a long intro on Imaginations itself, we go for the script from a Requiem. It's still working. 50 years. I'm cranking it up. That's me!